Welcome in to NBA Now. I am Will Scott. We're talking about the Dallas Mavericks here on today's show, and could they be looking to move on from JaVale McGee ahead of the 2023 NBA trade deadline? Here's what Jake Fischer is very plugged in around the league said on YahooSports.com. Dallas has looked for ways to move JaVale McGee ahead of the deadline, sources said. After signing the rim protector to a 3-year, $17 million contract this summer, the Mavericks initially planned to start McGee for this 2022-2023 campaign, but the journeyman shot blocker has since fallen out of head coach Jason Kidd's rotation. Taking a look at what he's done this year, falling out of the rotation might be an understatement. He's just averaging 7.9 minutes per game, 3.9 points per game, 2.3 rebounds per game. Has really had no to little impact on this Mavericks team. Taking a look at his contract. Remember when everyone was clowning that contract last summer when this was signed? But $5.5 million he's making this year, $5.7 million next year, and then $6 million player option in a couple years. So I don't know. It's like on one hand, he goes, well, that's not that much. But on the other hand, I don't know if anyone is going to want to pick up that contract, because it's safe to say that the JaVale McGee experiment in Dallas has not worked out very well. And I do believe that they might look to trade him here ahead of the deadline, as Jake Fischer notes. Taking a look at the roster for the Mavs, it looks a little bit different after the trade of Kyrie Irving. You got Reggie Bullock, Luka Doncic, Dwight Powell, Kyrie Irving, Christian Wood, some young talent on that bench led by Jaden Hardy. So they could add a little bit maybe more bench depth here at the deadline. I don't know. Tim Hardaway Jr. has been a name that's been in some trade conversations as well. So we'll see what they opt to do. Should the Mavs trade JaVale McGee? Type T for trade or K for keep down in the comment section. Go down and let me know what you think they should do. Should they trade JaVale McGee? We got nonstop Mavs rumors, news, and analysis all season long. So be sure to go down and hit that subscribe button. And if the Mavericks make a move, we're going to get you guys a video. So don't miss out. Subscribe to the channel to stay in the loop with all Mavericks news and trade content. Let's talk about Bogdanovic, the other Bogdanovic. The Mavs have interest in Atlanta's Bogdan Bogdanovic. So I don't know. It's hard to keep up with all the Bogdanovic's that have been in some trade rumors here. Here is what Sam Amick said in The Athletic. League sources around the league say there's no shortage of trade interest in Bogdanovic as well, as in half the league is calling type stuff. The 30-year-old guard has a player option for $18 million next season. So most teams, would understandably view him as a short-term rental with hopes of re-signing him if he opts out. To this point, the Hawks haven't shown much interest in moving him. And we've seen a lot of different guys, John Collins included, in trade rumors. Atlanta has kind of disappointed this season as well. But the Mavs were linked to Bogdanovic in 2020 NBA free agency. Here they are again, linked to him again. So we'll see what they opt to do here. Here's what he's done this season. 15.2 points per game, 3.1 assists per game, 43.2% from the floor. He's shooting 37.7% from three. He's a good player. Both of them really good players. He can do a little bit of everything, right? He can shoot. He can defend decently well. He can rebound. And the Balkan connection with Luka is there as well, which is worth noting when you're talking about any move the Mavericks might make. So we threw together this trade idea. The Mavericks would get Bogdanovic. Hawks receive Tim Hardaway Jr. and a second-round pick. I don't know if that's enough. It might be enough to get Bogdanovic, but what would you do if you were the Mavs? Would you accept this or decline it? I would accept it personally. But type A for accept or type D for decline down in the comment section. Go down and let me know. Would you do this trade? A for accept, D for decline. It's very possible that Hardaway gets traded. So if you're going to trade him, how about get a good player like Bogdanovic in return? Want to tell you about our friends over at BetUS and this great deal they have for you. If you go to chatsports.com, BetUS.com/MFFL and use promo code MFFL. You're going to pick up a 125% deposit bonus. That means if you put $100 into your account, you're going to start with $225. It is a great deal. Go and take advantage of it. And, of course, you can bet on the big game on Sunday. All the props, all the bets that you can make are on BetUS, including the spread and the total. Philly right now is a 1-point favorite. Kansas City is a slight underdog. I don't know, maybe had fuel the fire there for Kansas City. The total is at 51. I'm betting on the Eagles. I'm betting on the coin toss to be tails. I'm betting on the over in the national anthem. I got all my props figured out. I'm really excited to go to BetUS and take some of those props and also bet on the game. Chatsports.com/MFFL, promo code MFFL. Go and bet on the Mavs and go and bet on the big game on BetUS. Let's talk about Kyrie Irving. He's excited. I think you're excited as well. I'm excited about Kyrie Irving finally playing for the Dallas Mavericks. Excited to be in Dallas with Luka and the Mavs. Here's what he said. I really feel wanted. I know that they had to give up some pieces for me to get here, and I don't take that for granted. Sitting in the seat today, I just know I want to be in the places where I'm tolerated or just kind of dealt with in a way that doesn't make me feel respected. There were times throughout the process when I was in Brooklyn where I felt disrespected. Kyrie's going to be an experience. This is either going to be something that is absolutely awesome and works out, and the Mavericks are going to win a championship, or producer Jeffrey Cooperstein, this could be a disaster. I don't think there's going to be any in between.
It's not in between. The Mavs are either winning the West and getting to the finals, or they're going to flame out in the first round, and it'll be a disaster. The only plus side about this is the Mavs will have cap space if Kyrie Irving decides to leave. Not that the Mavs have ever done anything with cap space in their history. So we'll see what happens, but I'm excited for the Kyrie experience, whether it be good or bad. I think it'll be something to behold.
Luka's coming back. It's going to be exciting to see them both on the floor on Friday, and then next week, Kyrie Irving making his American Airlines Center debut in Dallas. If you're excited for Kyrie Irving, type 2 down in the comments section. He's going back to his days in Cleveland where he was rocking number 2. If you're excited about Kyrie being on Dallas Mavericks, type 2 down in the comment section. And we will be live during the trade deadline, so be sure to join us for that. We're going to be live on our main channel, youtube.com/chatsportstv. Hopefully you can join us for that. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications so you know when Chat Sports is live.